Hello everyone, just a quick intro here to my video. This is another what I ate in a day or what I eat in a day, you know, whatever you want to call it. This is not like what I eat every single day, but just like last time in the last video, I mean, I was so happy that you guys seemed really happy with that video. There's always going to be a couple negative comments, you know, people always know best. Your diet sucks, mine's better, God, you're fat, ew, if you were really eating like this, like you wouldn't be as fat as you are, like shh. Everybody's body is different, you know, and it's okay. This is how I eat. It's true. I know. Whoa. And also, just like in that last video, this is my monthly collaboration type thing with 3S Fitness. It stands for Strength, Sweat, and Soul. It is a company that was created by Abby Esbenshade. She is a fellow YouTuber here, and she has been kind enough all of 2016, my gosh, it's been 5 months now, hasn't it? But she has been kind enough to give me free workout training and everything in exchange for one video a month, just incorporating her program in. And since I do work out 5 times a week with her, I mean, at least virtually, you know, I figure what I eat in a day kind of makes sense to incorporate the fitness in there because it all kind of works together. So if you want, they are always offering 50% off of their training programs, meal plans, whatever plan you want to get. If you just enter the code FITCASSIE, I'll have all the information and everything in the down bar. But if you do want to join me on my fitness/health journey this year, or if you just feel like trying out a new workout program, whatever, definitely go ahead, check out the website. I mean, I personally have been loving it, considering I've been keeping up with it like almost every single week these past 5 months, 5 days a week. Like that's commitment, and that means that I don't hate it, you know? With most workout plans, I stick with them for about 2 to 3 months, and then I'm like, I'm bored. So yeah, I think that's about it for the intro here. I hope you enjoy all of the food porn to come, and I hope you get some recipe or food ideas for the future for you. I like to think what I eat is delicious, so hey, maybe you might too. So let's get on into it here. So of course, to start things off, we have got breakfast, the most important meal of the day. So why not start it off with a ton of fruit, am I right? I actually am. So I just get, you know, whatever frozen berries are cheapest at the grocery store. This one's got strawberries, raspberries, blueberries, and blackberries, I believe it was. And then I'm going to be putting 2 ripe bananas on there. Don't worry if you squish them, you know, they're gonna get mushed up anyways. And then also add this Naked Mighty Mango juice. Oh, it is so good, just so mango-y and delicious. And just dump that in. Oh, I didn't mention, we're making a smoothie. So this is all going in the medium-sized Nutri-Ninja cup, and then just screw the lid on. This Nutri-Ninja is honestly the best Christmas present I think I've ever received. I use it practically every single day. You just hit Auto IQ, Ultra Blend, whatever, and it does it for you, all the hard work. So it'll go super quick, I guess, I mean a minute. Just let that blend and it will be so smooth and creamy and delicious, and oh, you will be excited to have breakfast when you are having this smoothie. So once it's done, just, you know, for a little appetizing look, you can put it in a real cup. I'm not gonna lie to you, I usually drink it out of the Nutri-Ninja cup. But anyways, also with that, I like to chew on some stuff when I eat. So sometimes I will have one of these LÄRABARs. Basically, it's just dates and nuts, and you can probably make these on your own, really, but basically you'll have about 2 cups worth of that smoothie, and then also that date bar, and just good delightfulness. Just really yummy breakfast to get you started, get some sugar in ya. But you're probably gonna want a snack a little later on. No one's blaming you. Even Galileo wants some, but none for kitties. You just gotta remind him that, none for kitties. So I'm just having some cherries. I usually just have, you know, whatever fruit we've got laying around the house here, but these cherries were so delicious. Look at that. They even made a little smiley face on their own. I didn't do that, I promise. And after that, it'll be about lunchtime. So you're gonna want to make a sandwich maybe, like I do. I love sandwiches. So I've just got a pan getting warmed up on the stove there, and then I'm using some vegan butter and putting that on a couple of pieces of bread. And I know some people are gonna be like, Cassie, that's way too much butter. Well,
I like using that much butter because that's what gets it so golden brown and toasty and delicious. And then I'm putting some vegan cheese. It's the Chow brand. Thank you guys for recommending it to me. It is really good vegan cheese. And then I'm putting some spring mix on top of this, as well as some sliced up little cherry tomatoes. It's a lot easier if you use like an actual tomato. It's not as messy, but hey, look at that failure. I'm a real person, guys. I tried really hard to do that well, and then I just failed. But there you go. There's my toasty little sandwich, and it was actually delicious, even though it was super messy. So you can just clean it up, no big deal, throw everything back on there, and then I also put some globs of this guac that my dad had made the night before. It's just avocado, onion, some cilantro, that kind of thing. And then you spank that sandwich when you put it back together because it embarrassed you on camera. Ugh. But also to go with that, I'm just having some blackberries because they were about to go bad, and better eat them than to let them go to waste, right? Right. So look at that, delicious little lunch there. It really, actually, that sandwich was kind of giving me all sorts of life. But then, after that, now that my tummy is all full, I'm going on to 3S Fitness. We're gonna go and log in and get my workout on, sweat off some of those calories, and just, you know, keep my body healthy and active. So I am just gonna log in here, and my internet is apparently very slow. But here you can see, once you log in, it's got all of your training and everything listed there. You know, what's coming today, tomorrow, the next week, etc. So yeah, you can go ahead and click on whatever workout it is that you're going to be doing. You can see some days I've got 2 workouts, sometimes I've got just 1, but either way, once you click on your workout, you can see everything that you're going to be doing that day. P.S. 3S Fitness, there's a spelling error on this page. Do you see it? Just thought I'd let you know. But either way, you can see everything you're going to be doing, and if you forgot how to do one of these things, don't you worry, there's a little YouTube video next to every move, and you can click on it and see Abby doing it herself and how the form is supposed to be and everything. And don't worry, because you've got the plan and everything, you never have to watch commercials with the YouTube video or whatever, it's just the video. So nice and easy, nothing getting in your way of working out. So speaking of that, you can check in and then you can get to sweating. There you go, look at that. My legs are getting so muscular. And look at that sweat. I did not miss that on, you guys. That is all natural. And to replenish that, make sure you're drinking water, people. It really is. It's important. And yeah, that's the workout. So moving on, we have got dinner here. I was inspired to make the Cheesecake Factory's luau salad at home because it's delicious. So instead of chicken, I'm going to be using this fake chicken. You can do this salad without this stuff, but I just figured I would do it for the video here. And basically it's just a lot of veggies. There's really no recipe here. I mean, you can find the actual recipe on the Cheesecake Factory's website, but basically I'm just throwing in a bunch of spring mix in a bowl. I'm chopping up 1 red pepper and 1 yellow pepper. And also keep in mind, this is for myself and my dad for dinner. It's not just me, but really it's just a bunch of veggies in there, and that's really it. I mean, veggies and then the tofu, whatever, soy protein things, and then some extra crunchies on top. But yeah, anyways, you can blanch the green beans if you want. I just do them raw. And then also the cucumber, I like to do the fancy little slices down the sides because I think it looks fancy, and why not? And then also just a little bit of red onion. You can do more than that if you want. Like, I mean, this really, it's all up to you and what your tastes are. And then my dad also had some grilled pineapple from the other night that I figured I would throw in, and oh my gosh, it was delicious. And then also, do as I say, not as I do. This mango was horrendous to chop up. I'm usually not that bad at chopping up mangoes, but that one was just giving me problems. But I threw a whole mango in there, and then also some carrots. I'm just chopping those up into easier to eat pieces. And then also my dad cut up some little green onions. And then we are making the dressing that is listed on the Cheesecake Factory's website. I altered it a little bit because I didn't need it for the full recipe. But yeah, then you can go ahead and put some tortilla chips down on your plate and spread those with the orange glaze, or you can use sweet and sour sauce, and then dump a ton of sesame seeds on there. Put your mixed up salad on top, and then drizzle some of that dressing dressing that you made, and then go ahead and chop up your fake chicken, and you can put that on your plate. Not all of it, you know, I spread it between the two of us. And then more chips, more of that glaze, and more sesame seeds. And look at that, it's a luau dupe salad, kind of. I thought it tasted good. And my dad thought it was delicious too, so yay! After that, I don't have dessert every night, but when I do, I like a good fruit crumble. This crumble is so good. My dad and I have made it so much this summer now that fruit is in season. So you're gonna want to set your oven to 375 and then mix up the crumble, which is gonna be 3/4 cup of flour, 2/3 of a cup of sugar, and then 1 large pinch of salt. We used our salt grinder, if you're wondering why it doesn't really look like I'm putting in a pinch of salt. But then you just whisk that all together, add in 6 tablespoons of butter. I of course used vegan butter, and then you're just gonna want to smash that all together. I feel like non-bakers don't understand. You need to really mix this together. Like at that point my dad was like, it's done, right? Nay, I made him keep going for another like couple minutes, and then you can see once it's combined, it's combined. You gotta make sure you do that. But anyways, we are also gonna be using chopped pecans. The original recipe asked for chopped macadamia nuts, but oh my, that's really expensive. So we're gonna use some pecans here, and trust me, it tastes real good with pecans. So just get those nice and diced, make sure you're not chopping your fingers off or anything. But once you get those into a decent little chop there, you're gonna want to add 1/2 cup of whatever nuts you choose into your crumble, as well as 1/2 cup of oats, and then just lightly toss that together so that everything is combined nicely. Your cat's probably gonna be real jealous at this point. He's like, what about crumble for me, mommy? And then you tell him, not for kitties! And then he throws a little tantrum. Wah, wah. But anyways, now to move on to the fruit part, you're gonna wanna put 1/2 cup of sugar and then also a couple teaspoons of vanilla into a big mixing bowl, and then really fluff that all together so that it is combined. You can also use a real vanilla bean if you want the scrapings of it, but we just used our vanilla extract. And then you're gonna wanna use a pound of chopped up strawberries, just kind of make them into nice little bite-sized dices, and throw those into the bowl. Take your time, don't chop your fingers off. And then you can add a pound of blackberries. You can use rhubarb, blueberries, I mean really whatever you've got around the house, whatever is fresh, and then just toss that all together, and oh, look at that. Just sugary berry delight. It's so good, and the smell is fantastic. And then you're gonna wanna go in and put butter into a pan. I don't remember, it's the size that's smaller than a 9x13, but still a rectangle and not a square. And then dump in your berry mixture. Don't you dare forget to scrape all of those sugary goodnesses into there as well. And then also add your crumble mixture on top. Just kind of crumble fluff it while you put it on so that it's not all clumped together or anything. And make sure that it's really spread out nice and evenly, or at least as evenly as you can, you know? We're not perfect here, and that's a-okay. So then you just pop that into the oven and just wait. It's gonna be so delightful. Now, you do have to go low and slow for this. It's gotta be 45 minutes. I know you're gonna be dying, but time will go by. And there you go. So use your kitty oven mitt or whatever you've got and pull that crisp out of the oven. Oh, you guys, when it is all bubbly and golden brown on top like that, you know the good stuff is coming. Oh, look at the bubbly crumble. If that doesn't make you wet in your mouth and elsewhere, I don't know what will. Like, that is just beautiful. So you can see it's got a nice crispy top to it and just beautiful crumble bubble fruit delight on the inside. Now definitely wait to eat it. I mean, don't eat it straight out of the oven. You're gonna burn your tongue off and then you're not gonna be able to enjoy the deliciousness. But look at that crumble. Really, if you're gonna make anything from this video, make the crumble. Oh.
Alright, Alright, so that is it for my what I ate in a day, what I eat in a day. I don't know, you guys. Am I gonna have this figured out by the time that I upload this? As always, I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said earlier, I hope you got some recipe or food inspiration from it. I hope it was enjoyable and or helpful for you. If it was, please do go ahead and give me a thumbs up down below. I would really appreciate it. And as always, I just hope you guys are all doing well. And until next time, just stay well until then. Bye!